Okay, we're joined by Meg Scullin coming all the way from Sun Prairie. I'm sorry, Watertown. Wait, Sun Prairie is part of your current situation, right? You teach?
Yes.
What do you teach, Meg?
I teach Phys Ed and health at 2 elementary schools in Sun Prairie.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So how's that going during this whole pandemic thing? Okay. That's fantastic.
It's just very different right now. It's a very odd time to be a teacher, odd time to be a student, odd time to be a parent. So I mean it's weird for everybody. So it's been a big learning curve too, has been a huge part of it, of figuring out what's the best system and what's going to work best for our kids in order for them to be successful and not have their parents wring their necks. So luckily we've had no messages about that. So that's great. But yeah, I'm really proud of what our school district and what my department has been doing through this time. So it's been very strange, but we've been doing the best that we can. So
awesome. And I know that everybody would thank all the teachers for doing what they're doing, especially you. I mean, it's a tough time without a doubt. So thank you very much for joining and doing that duet that we do so well.
Oh yeah.
Great choice in music there. I'm giving you all the credit on that one. So I have a question. I have a couple questions for you, Meg. Other than that, when did you start performing, and at what age, basically?
I started taking voice lessons in 5th grade, because that was like the age that we were allowed to choose like an instrument. And my mom said no to all instruments because she knew that I would not practice. So no instruments. So when my music teacher at the time had said, I'm going to be giving voice lessons to people that want to have voice lessons, I looked at my mom and said, I don't have to carry an instrument. My instrument's always going to be with me. So can I do that? Actually, my first bigger thing was The Wizard of Oz when I was in 7th grade. Yes, I was probably one of the oldest munchkins. But God bless this height, because I got to be in the Lullaby League. So that was like my first like big thing besides doing like recitals or singing in church.
You know, your mom made a really good choice there, because she missed all of the learning squawking on horns and everything, and drums and all that. That's a good choice.
Yeah, and I fought her on a lot of things. I'm slightly stubborn, but that's one of those things that we both said, no, this was a better choice. This was the way to go. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Now, my next question, you are an accomplished choreographer, Annie, Wizard of Oz, etc. Where did that talent come from? When did you first get involved with choreographing? It's a hard word, choreographing.
Choreographing, yes, a choreographer.
Choreographer.
I'm giving a lot of credit, like almost all credit, to Ryan Moldenhauer, because
Moldenhauer, all right.
He is a choreographer. I just play one.
Successfully.
No.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Because I've gotten to watch him work for so many years and kind of like pick up on ideas, not so much of like dance moves, but just like, okay, with this song, I want this kind of feel. So I need to choose things that are doing, this or
sure,
whatever, just to get that feel of the song so that it's all flowing, instead of like, you're orphans and you're dancing like robots. Like that was not the goal for Annie whatsoever.
Okay, so here's a Dorothy question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Can you describe your feelings when you were called and when you found out that you were cast as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz?
Fun story. So, yes, super nervous, worked really, really hard for the callback and well, for the auditions, but for the callback especially, was incredibly nervous because it was something that I wanted very badly because I had done that or had been in the Wizard of Oz when I was little and really, really, really wanted it. And some wonderful director decided to give me a call and say, hey, so thanks for coming in. You did a really nice job. Would you be willing to take another part besides Dorothy? And as my heart is like ready to come out of my mouth because it's pounding so hard upwards, I said, yeah, sure, and then some jerk director say, oh good, because I'd like you to play Dorothy. I almost passed out on the floor. That was so mean of you, and let me share that story because that was one of the most brutal, like horrible feeling because I'm already waiting.
I'd like to take this opportunity now to apologize for doing that. However, I wouldn't do it differently if I had another chance. Can you describe your feelings when we were announced as the winners of WACTFest, and how about when you won the Excellence in Acting Award? I mean, I know at least one of those were not expected. Us going
neither of them were expected for me at all.
The acting award, I wasn't surprised, but the other one I was completely shocked. Well, I have one final question for you, Meg.
Hey.
And that is, will you please come back and be a guest performer again at some point in the future?
I don't know. I've been pretty booked lately with nothing.
The pay is doubled.
Yes, then I'm in. That's fine.
Sweetness. That is fantastic. All right. Well, that's all we have. And thank you, folks, for enjoying another episode of Rick Behind the Bricks. And we'll be back later. Can you see I'm not wearing pants, or does it matter?
I'm really glad that you guys are going to be editing this because my dog chooses just now to pull out his humpy toy.
Drink indigenous.
Yes.
Hello. I'm not Johnny Cash. I'm Rick Ramirez, and this here's Meg.